hours.
Well, that was the start, but it's fine. He knows that we do like a little.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the welcome back. Hey, shakers.
I'm so sorry. Do you put on headphones so you don't have to listen to us? Okay, thank you. Okay.
What do you say?
Noise canceling.
Oh, shit.
Shake it, shake it, shake it.
Hey
Welcome
guys!
back!
Welcome back, Shakers.
Shaky Warriors.
Shaky quakey.
I'm a little hyped up for this episode.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you?
Thursday Night Lights. I'm just kidding. Oh yeah.
I am
gonna
hyped
come out on
up.
Thursday.
The NBA playoffs are fire so far. We're only in the first round. Mariners are not playing abysmally. We have great things to point out.
Shout out to the Seattle Mariners, hottest team in baseball.
Yeah, hot.
And we're not lying. That's
No,
actually a fact.
We're actually not being sarcastic this one time.
See what happens when you speak it into existence? Is this what they call manifestation?
I believe so.
Oh.
See, but I go either way. It's either you talk so much shit
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden they pop off and they start doing good, or you just be so delusional and you just keep speaking it into existence and manifest it.
We do both of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So either way, when they do good, it's because of us.
No. Yeah.
That's the conclusion I got to.
Any success that the Mariners have is because of us.
Completely.
No.
Solely.
Not Jerry DiPoto.
And
not
torpedo
Dan
bats.
Wilson.
We'll give them some credit.
Tell me why, though, people listening were like, oh, I was able to tell my friends that it's because of the torpedo bats. Because you guys told me, and I said, yeah.
Yeah. Now you know your shit. You're welcome.
They did rush ship those.
You tuned into class. Love that.
Tune in, everyone, for the next hour.
Class
You're
is in
welcome.
session, motherfuckers. Okay.
I love class. I'm feeling
I hate
like
class. Love this class, though.
I'm not in class anymore, but
I
I'm
could never.
trying to use my brain a little bit more these days.
Okay.
So I'm like into learning things every day.
Oh.
I
Well,
listened
you need to do the Wordle.
I listened to the Apple News podcast this morning.
That's interesting.
Kind of weird.
What?
But cuz you know like
I think you might be going a little too far.
No, because you know how the Apple News like podcast thing or the like news alert like alerts you in the morning? Do you have that?
I turned that shit off.
Oh, I have it. But I will say when you listen to the like podcast, it's just like a 16 minute thing.
Oh.
And then it just runs really quickly through like a couple like things, you know, that like Trumpies fucking up or like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why I have those
or
off.
like this Google lawsuit. Did you know about that?
No, morning.
See? And like
Okay, so just like a 15-minute little recap of what the hell's going on.
Yes, and I feel like, oh my God, now I like
Actually, it made
like what's up? Let me tell you about how Google Chrome might be sold.
Oh shit!
What?
Don't say that Elon guy's buying that.
No, I don't think. I think it's because there's a lawsuit and they're in court now because Google Chrome is just too much of the like sole browser for like everyone in the world that it's not fair to all the other.
So it's like a monopoly.
Yeah, like it's not fair for all the other platforms.
I'm sorry, quick question. Who the hell is still using Internet Explorer
Dude.
or Safari?
Oh, and part of that is because like company computers like force you to go to Chrome and like that whole thing is like part of the lawsuit.
Oh, like that's not legal.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Because it's not fair.
Interessante.
It's not fair. But see? Learned that this morning.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So anyways, I'm into learning. What do you got to teach me today?
I'm into learning. Could you imagine though, like having to take a legit test?
No, I mean ChatGPT. But I did think I was going to be a teacher when I was younger.
Oh, me too.
So now I'm teaching you.
Yeah, exactly. No, this is...
You're welcome.
See, it's not about the destination. It's about the journey. And I
okay,
thought...
Hannah Montana.
Thank you.
What the fuck? Did she say that?
Yeah, and it's the best of both worlds.
It's the best.
No, like, I always thought I was going to be a teacher. Like, every single one of my stuffed animals heard the business every night. Like, I had stories to tell. And they did a lot of homework and stuff, you know?
I even, like, literally student taught in the class.
Oh, I didn't do it. I didn't take
But
it
I
that
also
far.
thought I was going to be a cashier, and I
me
played
too.
with Dude, sick. Yeah. I was like, scan. And then little did I know, I was never going to be a cashier, but I was going to end up having to fucking bag my own groceries in 2025.
Dude, that's why, okay, all these kids' toys, which I had a Dirt Devil vacuum when I was a child.
Dude,
that little red thing was the shit.
You can make
I love
your
that.
kids do chores
But
now.
yeah, now I see all of these people with kids now with like vacuum, lawnmower, and I'm like, honestly, you know what? Hell yeah. Put them little shits to work.
Dude,
They're completely freeloading at the moment. You might as well train them while they're young and make them work for you. Like, that is what we call working smarter.
Yeah, that's what we
not
call
harder.
child labor. And legalize it.
Exactly. No, it's like legal child labor.
Well, I think.
Do you want a roof over your head?
I mean,
Do you want
essentially,
food?
we are paying for them, so.
Yeah, exactly.
And we don't have kids.
So God forbid that you go mow the lawn with your little toy mower.
Mow the lawn, electric blades and all.
And I don't want to hear, Mom, I need a Band-Aid.
Nope.
Because guess what? You also have a little doctor kit.
Oh. Yeah, you do.
So you're set. You actually have every single...
And if you want to practice actually being a cashier, you're just going to come to Safeway with me and
100%. And you're going to bag our groceries.
Watch this. I don't have to buy you the toy no more. I
Hell
don't have to buy
no.
you the Easy Bake Oven. You put that shit in the real oven.
No, literally. I see all these like fake toys. I'm like, no, just make them use the real one.
Yeah, no. Who
And
cares?
this, folks, is why I don't have a child
Probably.
at the moment.
Anyways, we got jam-packed agenda.
Yeah, we do.
First little mention, today we are hosting the NFL draft party at Dinos Pub in Renton. So hopefully you're listening to this on your drive there. If you're listening to this after and you didn't come,
Well,
well,
why are you even listening then?
wow, that's crazy.
That's crazy work.
Crazy work.
Um,
See you at the next one.
Yeah. 'Cause
Next draft.
We're just now getting started. Details, Dino's Pub in Renton, 4:30 p.m. Draft starts at 5. We are going to be doing bingo based off of like the live events going on in the draft. So think of all the things that happen in the draft, funny shit, serious things.
Yeah.
Just to get away people to, actually get involved in the draft. But you don't also need to know anyone in the draft. You don't need to know like everything about sports or the draft. Just come and have fun, play bingo, win prizes. We have some Seahawks tickets to give away. We have a whole bunch of other fun gift cards, prizes. We also are co-hosting with Mike Brown, who is doing a silent auction and a raffle, and he has like signed Witherspoon jerseys, Steve Largent jerseys, some Hall of Fame Ichiro stuff. So lots of good things to win.
I really hope that your explanation is worth it from everyone listening the morning of.
Same. Did I get ya? Did I get ya? See you soon, Shakers.
Okay, and then also this Friday, April 25th, we will be going to the Mariners game, and we will be at Gantry's Pub in Hawks Alley before the Mariners game doing live mini mic questions.
Yeah, so tap in.
Tap in. If you want to be featured,
Yeah.
show up and show out.
Yes. So excited
All
for
right.
that.
All right.
What kind of questions can we ask?
Who's your favorite Mariner?
Okay. So it's going to be like not that.
What number would you wear?
What's your favorite
No,
color?
I want I'm gonna ask people what would your walkout song be? Something like lit. Anyways, let's get into it because we got too much shit going on.
Yeah.
First hot take, important hot take. Well, this is like the third hot take.
Yeah. Cooper Flag, which we had mentioned probably 2 episodes ago. Obviously the star in the NCAA basketball world, plays for Duke. He is 18 years old. He has played 1 year in college, and now he has declared for the 2025 NBA draft.
Yeah. Thoughts?
Comments, suggestions?
I have some. I have some comments I would like to talk about
No
here.
way.
If you can't drink, you shouldn't be in the NBA.
Yeah. So,
Can that be a rule?
no, so I was looking into this because I was very curious. I'm just a curious little bean. And
looking to learn.
Yeah, I'm looking to learn.
See?
Exactly.
Cognitive
And,
development.
He is eligible to enter the draft
Mhm.
because you have to be 19 and played 1 year of college basketball, which he'll be 19 this year. So he's eligible to enter the draft. This rule, it's the one and done rule.
Okay, but yeah, no, I get that. But I think you should be 19 when you were playing the season.
Totally.
Not turning 19
you should
after
be
the season
21.
is over. And then, if you just happen to be, you could
It's
turn
the
19 the
calendar
night
year.
before the game.
Yeah, it's the calendar
Or
year.
the draft.
So, because
Good
of the one and
Lord.
done rule, which was created in 2006, and ever since it has been a heavy topic,
Yeah.
debate and discussion. A lot of people actually don't want the one and done rule. They think that players should be eligible after high school.
Why?
Back
Because
to-
it worked
back
for
to how it
LeBron.
was. Back to how it was. A lot of it was mainly because it's detrimental to college, which I do see that side of the argument. It's detrimental to college. However, I mean, can we develop, please?
No,
Like,
I
that's my
think that,
take.
I think that I don't love the one and done because I
And
don't
then-
like them leaving in 1 year, but I also think that you should go to college.
At least once.
Or else college basketball, see
Yeah.
ya.
So then
Two
the
and
other
done.
right. And then the other thing is it cuts their career short potentially,
Really?
like in their prime.
Really? Have you met LeBron?
Well, I'm just like I'm sorry, but I don't want to be watching the NBA full of 18-year-olds.
No.
It's giving what's that
If
hockey
I can't
team
bang
in
him, I
Kent?
don't want to watch him.
Hey, yo!
I'm just kidding.
I mean, no, stand 10 toes down because I agree. What is that little hockey team in Kent?
Dude,
The Thunderbirds. Like, I feel weird sometimes when I'm like, these kids are
I'm like,
16.
fight! And they're like going to like sociology
Yeah,
tomorrow.
no, I'm like, you have homework to do after this, so don't.
Yeah.
Don't get too crazy now. Like,
Yeah. No, I'm blushing.
what?
I got hot. No, but I really think that it's too young.
Yeah.
It hasn't worked out for a lot of players that have gone this route. And then also why I feel like it was more popular back towards the 2006 mark
Mhm.
is because NIL didn't exist.
Exactly.
And so all these players were like, yeah, I'm going to go to college and like make this university a shit ton of money.
exactly.
And like, I don't want to do
Well,
that.
that's
So
what-
I want to
so-
go to the league and make a shit ton of money. Now,
That's what
that's
they're
not an
saying is that
issue.
now it forces players to go to college and then the colleges make a shit ton of money off of them.
Yeah.
However, now the players get NIL. So that point doesn't
it
really
doesn't that doesn't add up
apply.
anymore because now
Yeah.
players, like on the flip side, players want to stay longer because you're for sure going to make money. You don't know what happens in the NBA, and once you're
Mm-mm.
there, they aren't going back.
No. So speaking of NIL, Cooper Flag is currently making $4.8 million annually through NIL deals, which is the second among all NCAA athletes in NIL earnings, only behind Texas quarterback Arch Manning, who we obviously know is
Well, first of all, diabolical. Second of all, this is here we are again having this conversation that there's
Yeah.
just no competitiveness.
no.
You don't want to stay in college and try to win a national championship. You guys were favored to win this year and you blew it
Exactly.
with Cooper Flag. There's just none of that like
That's what bums me out because it just seems like we're expediting everything and we're just like skipping a step.
it is.
We both went to college. You played sports.
Mhm.
I went to a very sports heavy school.
Mhm.
And to me, that's like one of my favorite eras in my
No,
life.
Right. I seriously like
And I just, if you have obviously the opportunity and the chance to go to college,
Right.
for whatever reason, you're going to walk out of there with a whole lot
right.
benefit
I
to
think
you.
it's just so different for
And
college
it's-
athletes. It's like, why don't you want to go try to win a
Yeah,
college championship
exactly.
so that you could then go to NBA and then now you win?
Like
an NBA
5,
final,
6,
like-
8 years ago, I'm thinking about how huge of a deal it is to win the
Mhm.
NCAA tournament or the football championship.
Yeah,
Like,
national championship.
how big of a deal that is and
It's
what
not
that's
anymore.
what all the players want. And now it's like, this is just a little Pebble Rock stepping stone
Yeah.
before I make it to the league.
No, it's because I went and got $4.3 million
Yeah.
and now
Exactly.
see ya.
Yeah.
Thanks, Duke.
I just,
Make them sign a contract.
yeah. I don't,
Make them sign a contract.
yeah.
How many times do
can
we
we
have to
not
say
have
it?
17 and 18-year-olds in the league, please? I'm not down for that.
You no.
I'm
Because
not
like
watching somebody 11 years younger than me.
Because they also, that means they're going to be even worse on, like, the trash talking. Because
Totally.
it's like, don't
Why would
shit
I
talk
would?
somebody's son.
I would. At 18, I'm fucking.
Like, you're going to tell me you're going to have Cooper Flagg, who can't even drink.
Nope.
And then you have Aunt, who's fathering, like, 8 kids.
Yep. Yelling, my dick's bigger than yours
Oh
to
my
fans.
God damn.
So how does that work in the locker room?
Dude, it's
that
gotta be-
18-year-old all of a sudden,
No, he's wetting.
Corrupt.
He's wetting himself.
he's corrupt. He's ruined. Like, no. Too soon, baby boys.
Dead. I'm dead. Okay, well,
Okay.
let's get into it. Let's get into my dick is better than yours.
Yeah. NBA.
Yeah.
The National Basketball
Oh
Association.
God, it's so good, isn't it? It's so good.
Honestly, opening weekend of the playoffs, fire. 10
Yeah.
out of 10, no notes.
Yeah, no, fire. This is going to be a little tough, obviously, with the way that we record these episodes of kind of running through the games. But we're recording this on Tuesday, so by the time this comes out, the Pacers and Bucks will have played 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
Biggest question mark in that series is what happens when Dame returns to the Bucks.
Yep. Dame's returning today, Tuesday.
Yeah, because our blood's figured out. We're rocking.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous about that. We talked about that last week, so we won't.
Yeah,
dive
no,
too much into that,
let's just
but-
do a quick note on Pacers are looking pretty good.
Yep, they took game 1.
Antetokounmpo is like doing one-man show.
Essentially. One thing though that I did see, so Tyrese Halliburton,
Yeah.
the star on the Pacers, he, I guess, was trash talking Dame.
Yes.
Dame was on the sideline.
Yes.
And they were just kind of chirping at each
Yeah.
other. And for me, I'm tapped in now. Now I want to watch when Dame
No,
comes in.
let
you
them
know?
shit talk.
Exactly. So afterwards, in a presser, they asked Dame, like, what was that about? And Dame quite literally was just like, I don't mind it. It was what it was. I also know when you're having your moment, it's important to be careful and be humble.
Mhm.
Which then I was also laughing because so recently the NBA does like an anonymous NBA player poll.
Yeah. No, it's so
Love
good.
the shit because it's the actual players.
Yeah.
And they can't vote for like their own team, their own coach, like that stuff. It's literally about
Yeah,
the league.
Halliburton won an award.
Yep, and little Mr. Hallie won an award as the most overrated player.
Yes. Yes. The most overrated player that also was in Petty for the Olympics for I'm not really sure what reason. But I guess he's a gold medal winner. But yeah, I heard the little drama too, and then I heard Dame being like, just wait till I'm back.
Yeah,
Type of
and
thing.
it was kind
and
of
I'm
like,
I need this. What y'all are
Mhm.
forgetting about Damian Lillard is Damian Lillard grew up where Marshawn Lynch grew up. I need that energy.
same.
I need the California,
Uh-huh.
Oakland
Mhm.
energy. I feel like he's just like all calm, cool, and collected, which we love that. We love an unproblematic king.
Totally.
But like,
I love the shit talking though.
no, I think people
It's the
don't think
playoffs.
that he's got that dog
Yeah, because
in
he was
him.
in Portland for
Because he's in Portland,
his
like
whole
picking
career.
berries and taking hikes.
literally like he
And now he's in Milwaukee.
yeah.
Also, like going through the trees on the trails. Probably
Yeah.
owns poodles. I don't know.
I don't know.
But like, don't forget he's
So,
from Oakland.
Popcorn is out hot and ready for
Yeah.
that.
Okay. Yeah.
Also another mention from that poll that came out, Doc Rivers, who is currently the Bucks head coach, was voted as the 3rd worst coach
Yeah, I could see that.
after the Wizards and now ex-Suns coach Budenholzer.
Yeah, I kind of don't love Doc Rivers.
I don't either, but it's so interesting because the media has
Loves him.
like loved him for years, and
Yeah.
I'm like,
No, he gets
He-
like the same praise as like Mike Tomlin.
yeah, I'm like, wait, okay,
Yeah.
you're a legendary coach, you're so great, but like, what have you won lately?
See, and that's what I mean. That's why I say like similar to Mike Tomlin.
Yeah.
Like seems like the media thinks he's very much like liked by the
Players.
players, which
Yeah.
Mike Tomlin is. But like, we do pretty good in the regular season. But like,
Wasn't he just with like Philadelphia and that was boo boo?
he's bounced around.
Yeah.
Sometimes he has his kid on the
Clippers and
team.
stuff,
Some he
like-
doesn't. Like I don't know.
No,
I don't know where
yeah.
he's at.
I don't know.
And
So like,
let's talk about Doc Rivers here for a second because I heard post game we're defending Kyle Kuzma that put up a good old
goose egg across the entire stat line, by the way.
Let me see you have that energy for Ben Simmons because that didn't
Please.
happen.
Please.
Justice for Ben Simmons.
That was dirty work by Kyle Kuzma. Like, you gotta try hard not to get even an assist?
Dude, I was dying.
You ain't passed the ball and somebody just happens to shoot it? Like, what are you just out there doing cardio?
No, I was dying. I heard, like, Kyle Kuzma got his cardio in. He ran up and down the court for 24 minutes that he played and scored, and wasn't doing anything.
I'm just picturing everyone playing basketball and he's just running up and down the court, like, doing cartwheels.
He's like,
and,
hey,
la,
Winnie.
la, 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 skipping back and forth, doing hopscotch.
Hey, Winnie.
Hey, baby.
I just got engaged.
Like, are we playing basketball?
No, we're not. We're collecting checks.
Good God. So
Yeah.
confused. So anyways, moving on to another series in the East. We'll go through the East and then the West.
Okay, cool. I love the East.
East the least. Because West Coast, West Coast.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, rapper. Sorry. Control, delete that. Knicks versus Pistons.
Pistons.
The series are tied 1-1.
Yeah.
Even, which this is a fire series, I think. Shout out to the Detroit Pistons.
No, dude, I'm Pistons stan account. Where's my
First
Pistons jersey?
playoff win since 2008.
Yeah, no. They play tomorrow? Or yesterday?
Wednesday? Yeah.
So also when this comes out, there'll be 2 games into that series.
No, it is 2. They're tied. Because remember they played
Oh,
last
yeah,
night.
yeah. 3 games
So I think
in
they
then.
might even play Thursday.
Okay.
So
Oh, yeah, that just happened. Yeah.
yeah, so they're tied 1-1. The Knicks won the first game. Pistons won the second game. Both of them are pretty close games.
Some key differences here off the top of my head. Oh, well, you know.
You have the floor.
Your big kitty cat was...
Big purr.
Big purr.
Oh, my God.
That was kind of good, wasn't it?
That was kind of good.
Yeah. Well, he jinxed them in the second game.
Ain't no purring no more.
The cat ran across the, screwed up your mojo. Yeah, the cat was not there. He obviously didn't show up for the second game.
Yeah.
Just kidding. He was there. He played. Anyways,
Well, physically,
Karl
he was there.
Anthony Towns wasn't a factor in game 2,
No.
which for the Knicks is a problem.
Yeah, he was a factor in game 1. They
Yes.
obviously won. And
Yeah, had a great game.
yeah, it shows when he does
Exactly,
really good.
exactly.
He
Right.
makes a big
Jalen
difference.
Brunson, is popping off for
Mhm.
being the little man himself.
Yep.
Little one that
Flopping
could.
himself all over the court.
Dude, I can't. I'm stand on your feet. I'm bored of that.
God.
But the true story is Cade Cunningham.
Yeah.
Period. Detroit Pistons.
Yeah.
Period.
He also, in that same anonymous NBA player poll,
Mhm.
he was voted the most, was it underrated?
Underrated,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, which he said, watch this.
Yeah. So
Watch
that's sick.
this.
I mean, people are appreciating him
Yeah.
playing, and they're like, dude, you're good. No one's really talking enough about you.
Yeah, well, he plays for the Detroit Pistons.
Facts.
It's like
which-
talking about a Seattle Mariner.
Yeah. Damn. Punch to the gut. Facts.
Or a White Sox.
A single white sock.
Just a White Sox.
So yeah, Detroit, they snapped their 15-game playoff
Sure did.
losing streak. So
Okay, and then the series is going to Detroit.
yeah,
And then this is where it comes into play because, as we mentioned last episode, the Detroit Pistons limited their ticket sales to
Mhm.
those in Michigan.
yep, they
or the
gotta have
greater
like that
Detroit area. Yeah,
some
so
certain area codes.
you won't be seeing too many Knicks fans in the building.
No, and I don't know if anyone knows this, but the Knicks are loud and proud,
Yeah,
and
the
they
Knicks
travel.
The Knicks love to travel.
Last year, they
'cause they're all-
infiltrated Philadelphia. That
Yep.
Knicks and Sixers
exactly.
series. Holy hell!
They're honestly already talking about how this is going to impact them because they don't have that.
Yeah.
They're New Yorkers, baby.
New York.
They are rich.
Yeah,
I
what are they
mean,
gonna do without Spike Lee on the
What are we going to do
sidelines?
without Ben Stiller?
Ah! I did like that Mello was at Carmelo
What are
Anthony.
we gonna
the
do
real
without
the
Timothy
real
Shaw?
Mello, by the way. Carmelo Anthony. Let me make
Dude.
that clear.
Tell me about your kids that don't know who Carmelo Anthony is. They're going to think that Mello means
That's sad.
LaMelo.
See,
What are we
and
going to do
that's-
without Timothy Chalamet?
the fuck? Not a damn thing.
He's been at every game courtside.
And I don't give a damn.
Same with Ben Stiller, but I like him.
Oh yeah, Night at the Museum. Iconic.
No, heavyweights. Dude, tell me, because heavyweights could never be made again. That's one of
There's
those
so
movies.
many movies.
They send the kids to fat camp.
Yes.
Fat camp.
Yes.
You can't even teach kids about LGBTQ in school.
No.
There's no way we're sending kids and making a movie about fat camp.
Do people even know that fat camp was a thing?
No. These kids have no idea.
Band camp, fat camp, like, are we still using those
Band
mama
camp.
jokes still?
Yeah, because
I have a lot of questions.
No, me too. Because if they watch American Pie, are they not understanding that there was band camp?
Iconic.
And American Pie was like the first like porn.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
But now they're like beep beep beep.
Twitter?
What magazine?
Oh my god, anyways. Okay, next in the East, the Magic and Celtics series. The Celtics took game 1 103-86.
Dude, that game.
Yeet.
This is like talking about the NCAA Women's Championship.
Yeah.
I literally saw the score of that game.
Yeah.
That's not even close.
Yeah.
Injustice for Paulo Banchero. Banchero.
Yeah.
Figaro.
Figaro.
Figaro. God, I love that shit.
Banchero.
Dude, I feel like, you know what's actually cool though? People are, obviously he plays for the Orlando Magic. He's from Seattle, Washington. High pick. Was he for the first overall?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, he's getting praised for just actually being just like a good human, and he's like a really good dude. And they're
Which we
like,
should do that more often, folks.
Yeah, no, I know. Instead of like grabbing your dick, to the crowd, but it's rich, isn't it?
It's right.
But he might be in one of those situations where like the playoffs are showing him for the Orlando Magic being in it, like that he's that guy. But like,
Yeah.
are we gonna?
Who else is around him?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
how long are we gonna last in Orlando? Orlando. What the hell is in Orlando? Besides dolphins or something. I don't know.
Disney World? I don't know.
Poor guy. I didn't even put that
Right?
2 and 2 together that he went from opposite sides of the country.
Oh, yeah.
That flight home is not it.
No, I feel like Washington to Florida is like the most
That's rude.
insane
No, it is.
jump.
Dude, the
Physically, culturally, weatherly, everything.
I did a
Like-
flight to Palm Beach 2 years ago. The worst day of my life because I don't do flights over 3 hours. It pissed me off. Domestic too, you know what I mean? I got on this plane and they said, "We're sorry, the Wi-Fi is broken."
Oh, fuck.
6-hour flight.
Okay,
No
cool.
Wi-Fi.
Are we taxiing, getting another
No,
plane?
yeah, so I'll switch planes.
Because fuck that noise.
No, that's illegal. What do you mean the Wi-Fi don't work?
What do you
Can you
do?
see your screen?
What
do you
do?
mean? Dude, I sat there and twiddled my thumbs like a little idiot and contemplated my life.
Dude, that little crossword that's on the back of
Dude, smoke them. Sudoku.
Yes.
Dude, I love Sudoku.
Oh, so does my mom.
I'm so fire at it. Okay, anyways,
I'm not too
basketball is my favorite sport. I like the way you dribble up and down.
So yeah, the Celtics took game 1. The Magic were up at half, I think, by like 1 point or
Oh
something.
my god.
I don't
okay.
know if the Celtics were just like,
No, the Celtics.
all right, watch this now.
Yeah, the Celtics were letting them hang around. They're like, gotta be quicker than
Yeah,
that.
they're like warm up first half, and then second half we'll actually play basketball.
That's so wildly disrespectful.
Tatum is doubtful for their second game on Wednesday.
Not needed.
Yeah, I don't think that's really gonna
Not needed
impact
at all.
much. One thing that I was absolutely crying at,
Mhm.
Joe Mazzulla, the Celtics head coach, he is very Boston-esque, I would say.
Boston.
Like, not many facial expressions, straight to the point, very sarcastic.
Okay.
Kind of like a Bill Belichick vibes,
Oh,
just
God,
like
okay.
very just
23-year-old girlfriend or?
I don't think so that much because he's also not that old.
Okay.
I actually think he was like one of the youngest coaches to win the finals.
Oh, okay.
last year.
Yeah.
Anyways, Jason Tatum fell kind of hard and he was like laying on his back in the middle of the game and like, I don't know if he was reaching for his wrist or head or something, but he looked like he was in pain.
yeah,
I mean,
no.
I don't know if it was dramatic or not. And then the personal trainer is like kind of standing next to Joe Mazzulla and he's like, no, don't go. And then he yells, get up. And I was like, wait,
I'd be
I
like,
gotta fuck with that.
see ya. And no, he wasn't being dramatic. He actually hurt his wrist really bad.
Yeah,
He went
which
in
he's
the locker
doubtful
room
now.
And he got X-rays done, but he is clear.
Yeah.
But I mean, who knows? They might sit him because of the like absolute
Not need for him.
yeah
Yeah.
ass whooping.
Yeah.
They just put on.
I was
matches.
just dying laughing. He literally
No,
was just like
that's-
yelling, "Get up!"
If I'm Jason Tatum, I'm like,
Excuse me.
who's this guy? Didn't even know you were here.
In that poll, the Celtics were voted as the 2025 champions. That will probably win.
Okay.
So we might have a
Okay. Cool.
repeat.
Boring.
We'll see. We'll see. Last series in the East, we have the Heat and the Cavs. Cavs took game 121 to 100. Yeah. I will say it wasn't that much of a blowout towards the end, but it was almost just like, I don't know. There was just like the Heat would get hot for a second, and then like the Cavs were just like, psych. Donovan Mitchell, Cavs stars, obviously popping off. This is 7th straight series where Donovan Mitchell has scored at least 30 points in game 1, which ties Michael Jordan.
Same.
So,
Yeah.
a moment for Ty Jerome. This was his first playoff game and super fun to watch. He had like 10 straight points toward the end of the games, and I remember just like hearing and watching, and it was just like he was so hot. He could not miss the basket if he tried. It was just like one after the other. 10 straight points. It was on fire. Super fun when the guys on the side chip in.
Yeah.
And just go off
like
your
the
first.
The
Yeah, I
randos?
think he's had like injuries a lot and stuff. So this was his first playoff game. So
Oh, we were like rallying behind him.
I think so. So that's kind of cute.
That's
Yeah.
so cute.
16 of his 28 points came in the fourth quarter. So.
Okay.
But the Miami didn't really go out easy until the end. So I think that Heat culture is real.
Yeah. I mean,
Which
it should be NBA culture. It
I
shouldn't
know.
be Heat culture. Like, we're
I
in the
know.
goddamn playoffs.
I'm
We're
like,
not
so
rolling over and dying here.
Thank you. So like the Miami Heat's just ultra competitive.
No.
I'm like, all y'all should be.
No.
The fuck?
Yeah. No, that's so corny. You're
Oh,
making
yeah.
millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because you have people like Embiid or like Zion or Ben Simmons or whoever that are like, I can't make a basket.
I can't play.
My ankle hurts. Stealing checks, literally hiding from the police in plain sight.
No, highway robbery.
It's insane.
Teach me your ways.
What taxes did they pay? I want to talk. Okay, let's move on to the West.
West Coast, best coast.
We have Clippers and Nuggets.
Fire fucking series. I
Yeah.
think this is like the best one so far. It's the series of the no smiles.
Yep, obviously.
Jokic
And
and That's my Kawhi Leonard laugh.
Oh my god, no, he doesn't go that high pitch because that kind of sounded excited.
It's like, I don't even know how he does it. That series is tied at the moment, one each. So both of them have been absolute thrillers. The first game on Saturday went OT, and the Denver Nuggets won, and then the game Monday night, Clippers won. It was like right at the end. Fire game. We had vintage Kawhi Leonard in Monday's game.
Yeah.
Playoff Kawhi.
39 points.
Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
That was a masterpiece. That was like a wait, I'm goated game. Like
yeah, the question is does
he can stay
Kawhi
healthy.
not get enough credit?
I mean if he stays healthy.
Yeah, but do you judge him like everyone else? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he does get the credit he deserves, but how much can you judge him if he's not playing that often?
Yeah, I think that's like
We'll
for
if he
him.
can last through the whole playoffs.
Yeah,
then
exactly.
We can have another discussion.
Yeah, because
they
he's
would
like,
not keep that same energy if another star was
No.
not playing.
I think it's also too because he is actually a really freaking good player. Like he's one of the best players in the league, but because he's been so riddled with injuries, like it's just like one of those things. And it's not like a Joel Embiid injury kind of thing. Like, you know, Kawhi actually wants to play. He literally sat out the Olympics last year to nurse his, I think it was a knee surgery or something, specifically so he could be healthy come playoffs, which we said that about Joel Embiid this year. Like,
Right.
If you were that injured, you should have sat out during the Olympics. Point blank period.
Hello, instead of stealing the
Yeah.
championship from America.
Exactly. Like,
Which
get
is
off
so
the team.
disrespectful.
Like, go home. So, anyways, yeah, Kawhi was popping off. I love to see it, honestly.
Okay, I can't wait to watch him the rest of the series.
Yeah. And Russell Westbrook's been fun to watch with Denver.
Always.
So, I want him to get a ring, but I don't really want Denver to get a ring.
Yeah,
They've had
no,
their
I can
fun.
see that. I want ex Supersonic
Yeah.
Russell Westbrook to get a
Yeah.
ring.
I would
But,
love
you know,
that.
moving on to the Timberwolves and the Los Angeles Lakers.
The Lakers
We're going to
lost.
be we'll be 2 games in.
Mm-hmm.
Timberwolves took game 1.
Yep.
Gave them a pretty good ass whooping.
Ass whooping. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, Julius Randle and Anthony Edwards hit 8 3-pointers. They made their franchise record 21 3-pointers made.
Yeah.
Luka Doncic for the Los Angeles Lakers had 37 points.
Which, that's great.
Yeah, I mean the problem is not going to be Luka and LeBron.
No, it's defense.
It's and just who else is going to be involved.
Yeah.
Because the Timberwolves are pretty good at defense. Have them beat on size.
Yeah.
For the whole team.
Yeah.
So like, and Luka and LeBron are too good of players and veterans to like go ghost, right? For the series. So they're not going to, but like who else on the team? Like Austin Reeves, we gotta
Austin Reeves is pretty solid, I feel like, but other than that, I just
but he
think
was quiet.
Yeah, I just think that like
that's the problem. What I'm saying is someone else has gotta.
Yeah. And I also think too, like it's really showing that Anthony Davis was actually a very key point of that team because they need a big man and they need defense because I'm sorry, but if the Timberwolves are putting up franchise record of 21 3-pointers, where the hell is your defense at this point?
Well, right.
We're just slinging that thing around the arc. Like, that's crazy work.
Yeah.
So, popcorn for that game. Kind of a must-win game for the Lakers. I personally would say so. I don't know about you. But they could potentially go to Minnesota 0-2, which teams down 0-2 are just 34 and 425. It's about 8%.
Yeah, I don't think you come back from that.
Yeah. And LeBron has said, quote, game 2 is going to be the hardest game you'll have to play.
Okay, we obviously have to talk about Anthony Edwards.
Yeah. My dick's bigger than yours.
Anthony Edwards got into a little altercation there towards the end of the game with a fan. He was sitting on the scorer's table yelling at fans, as he does. So entertaining, though. Don't get us wrong here. We love every single second of it. Make basketball fun again.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, let them shit talk. At least they're letting them be a little more physical in the playoffs.
Yeah.
We're not calling as many technicals. I'm like, let them trash talk also without calling technicals. That's where I need y'all to be at.
I know.
Anyways, Anthony Edwards ended up doing a gesture, a.k.a. grabbing his wee-wee. And telling the fans that his dick is bigger than theirs.
Yeah.
Up for debate.
Yeah, I don't know. Does anyone have evidence?
Was fined $50,000 from the
Just
NBA.
A mere pocket change amount of $50K.
He probably was like every penny worth it.
Oh yeah, he's like, I don't give a fuck.
We need to total up his
baby mama shit that he just paid off of.
Well,
that was insane. He did that all in one. All up front.
Yeah, because you know why? Is he didn't want her spending some crazy shit every month.
Which, honestly...
Well, or, just take care of your...
criminal.
Take care of your baby, but...
Yeah, that would be the ideal
Yeah, we should do that.
Outcome.
We should add up all of his NBA findings.
Oh, it's got to be up there.
It's so good. Anthony Edwards is just
he
so
don't
good.
give up.
Which is really interesting, though, in the whole scheme of, the NBA, because you have these faces of the NBA, right? It's always been LeBron. It will be LeBron until he leaves, right? And then,
but then it'll be Bronny.
Yeah, no. But they have all these guys that, you think Ant just because of, his ability to play basketball, but he does not fit the corporate,
no.
mold. So it's really interesting. Is Adam Silver, bro?
Yeah.
But like Ant is who Ant is.
Which I think
They're
is
like, can
also
it just be Jaden Tatum?
no.
Can it be Jason Tatum? Like
Adam Silver's
mean,
like,
the
here, I
unproblematic-
present you the most unproblematic king, a championship winning player. He's cute.
Yeah. Has like
great
a famous pop star
guy.
girlfriend, like or
Here he
RB.
is.
Yeah.
Here he is. And they're like, no, give me that absolute menace over there, grabbing his dick, yelling at fans.
Yeah,
My
6
dick's
baby
bigger than
mamas.
yours with 6 baby mamas. I want him.
Yeah. Well, America.
Also, I think he's Michael Jordan's secret son. I want him.
1000% is Michael Jordan's secret son.
They look alike, bro.
No, come on. I don't
They
care what you
look
say. This is how I
alike.
feel about Otani's situation. I believe it.
Like, that's a quote-unquote conspiracy theory that I'm wholeheartedly
No, I'm
believing
locked
in.
in. Let's
Yeah.
do an episode on that.
In fact, I'm going to keep talking about it.
Perpetuating it?
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Fire word.
Thank you.
Did you start reading the dictionary like we said? we
No,
were
but
gonna?
I'm learning.
Okay. Okay, next in the West, Grizzlies and the Thunder.
All I gotta say, OKC.
Yeah, Thunder won 131-80.
Also, I can recognize that OKC is good without actually rooting for them because they're not the Seattle Sonics.
Okay, yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
get over
whoa.
that.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but I enjoy watching OKC.
I enjoy
want them to
watching
win.
OKC, but we also aren't automatic fans of OKC because
Hell
they
no.
took the Sonics.
No,
That
I'm
whole
watching them because
narrative
SGA's fun. They're all a young team, and I hope they beat everyone's narrative.
Someone told us
they don't
that,
have
by the way,
experience.
and that's a bone.
No,
I'm thinking.
absolutely not. They're just another NBA team
So
to
they
me.
stole my team, and now I have to be
Okay,
their
then
fan?
give us our championships back and everything else you've won.
Okay, yeah. Hang a banner up in Seattle. Why
Come
don't
back
you?
home, motherfuckers. 5th biggest margin of victory in NBA postseason history. That 51-point margin was 7 points shy of the record. They absolutely blew them out of the water. Like, they came in with AR-15s and just went, game
No.
over, motherfuckers.
Literally.
Go home. See you tomorrow. That's the largest game 1 win in playoff history. And the craziest thing is SGA only scored 15 points.
Yeah, that's insane.
And they won by 50. Excuse me? Hello? That's diabolical work. The Grizzlies shot only 34.4% from the field. So, yeah, that obviously ain't gonna do it. They were kind of boo-boo. So, yeah.
Basura.
Yeah, basura. I'm taking OKC all the way. Crazy? No?
What?
OKC all the way?
No, it's not a crazy thought. It's just weird for us, but
Yeah, I know. Okay, last of the West, Warriors and Rockets. Kind of low scoring. Golden
Yeah.
State took game 1, 95-85. However, welcome back, playoff Jimmy fucking
Yeah,
buckets.
Jimmy buckets.
Yep, 25 points, and Curry had 31.
We said it last week. Like, I'm not betting against the Warriors.
No,
I won't.
no. I mean, the Rockets are what, first seed or second seed? And Warriors are 7th, and
I'm taking the Warriors.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I hate Dylan Brooks.
Oh, big time.
God.
I stayed 10 toes down
No,
on that.
no, he's annoying. Warriors. I'm taking the Warriors.
Facts. One last mention in the NBA world.
we have to.
Because we have to.
Mhm.
Nico Harrison is just staying diabolical.
We should have talked about this. Obviously, Nico Harrison, the general manager of the Dallas Mavericks, famously known for trading Luka Doncic for Anthony
An international
Davis.
NBA star, might I add.
Yeah, some other, players involved in that, but really for Anthony Glass Davis. And I will say there's been a recent there's just been a recent talk about, like, okay, now at this point, like, Nico Harrison is taking a lot of heat for this decision, right? Like, he, as a general manager, obviously wasn't the one that signed off on it. Like,
Right.
there's obviously people above him, ownership, that maybe even perpetuated the trade and
Mhm.
signed off on it, right? But there has been conversations amongst the media that Nico Harrison was, in fact, the one that went to ownership. Whereas, like, in other trade situations, Nico Harrison could have been kind of this fall guy, right?
Oh, yeah,
Like,
100%.
you know,
yeah.
but really he was at ownership being like, no, don't do it. But in this case, Nico Harrison, being the genius he is, went to ownership and said, hey, I got a great idea.
Yeah, are we just trying to go viral? Is that our point
Let's
here?
trade Luka Doncic.
Who? That little guy?
Okay, so the whole controversy is that he's continuing to do press conferences. Why? I don't know why.
Well, this was the end of, like, exit season presser.
Okay,
so,
yeah,
like,
now go into hiding and
Yeah.
stop talking.
exactly. I would
'Cause, like,
go.
dude, stop fucking talking.
No, yeah, I would. Yeah. Do you have a cellar? Because I would be there.
No, live in it. Live in the tomb. Go Bane status, like in Batman, and like have to climb out of that shit. Learn how. Move the rock.
No, easily. A reporter asked, this is funny. Funny reporter, whoever you are, was like, why shouldn't you be fired? Alluding to when the Lakers came into town and everyone in that arena was chanting, fire Nico.
Yeah.
And the reporter was like,
Right.
why shouldn't you be fired?
Right.
And he quite literally said, I think I've done a real good job. I can't be blamed for injuries. You have to judge the entirety of the season from beginning to end of the
Right.
season. Most importantly, made the most diabolical, insanely out of touch comment. Quote, I did know Luca was important
No,
to the
because
fan
that's
base.
to another question.
What? Oh, that one?
Yeah. So a reporter then asked.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know the impact that the
Yeah.
or the fans' reaction, or are you surprised by the fans' reaction?
Yes.
And what is even crazier, before you read what he actually said, is once the reporter said that question, he first said, good question. Like this was some question that you didn't think you were gonna get. That's where he makes no sense to me. This person literally was like, are you surprised by like the negative fan reaction that you're getting? He was like, good question. Like you're not, that's the number one question, bro. That's the number one question. Like, what do you mean good question? Like this person shocked you by coming up with this question.
Yeah, like that was just an out of this world.
Yeah, so
like,
he said
great
good question, and then he followed it with.
Then he said, I did know Luca was important to the fan base. I didn't know quite to this level. I'm sorry, what?
So you're the marketing guy. You are the guy. Also, if I'm a fan, fuck you.
Fuck you, dude.
What do you mean you don't?
You are that out of touch
That's
with
what
your
I mean.
fan base, your team, NBA as a whole. Luca is a top 5 player. He is an internationally
You're at every fucking
well-known,
game.
well-loved, well-idolized player. That is a star of your team. And
Bro.
you don't realize how
No, what
important he
does
is?
You go to the games and everybody is wearing 77 jerseys.
I mean, look at how the Mavs fans still treat Dirk. How long has he been
That's
retired?
why Dirk was like crying.
Yeah.
Because Luka was essentially in the same position.
Exactly. He was kind of just following his footsteps, if we're being
An
honest.
international superstar that
Yeah.
literally starts and ends
Yes.
in Dallas.
And the fans absolutely love him. Like, you are our guy. And to say that you literally didn't realize to this level how important he was.
So you admit that you know nothing about your fan base, but in the same breath, you increase ticket prices for them.
Yeah. Like, are we being gaslit?
I'd be like,
This
you don't
man
know
is
me?
crazy.
You don't know me?
This man is psycho. He's crazy.
No, he's just dumb as hell.
He's
He's
crazy.
dumb as rocks. If he's not fired, it's like, you guys might as well fire him to at least gain your fans' respect back. Because at this point, now your fans are like,
Oh, I'm throwing rocks at your glass house, you
well, the fans
motherfuckers.
are like, what the fuck am I going to pay you here for? Because you actually are so out of touch. So the owner needs to fire him.
Which also, too, because then that also, like, as a fan, I'm put in a sticky situation because Kyrie,
Mhm.
say he's still there next year.
Yeah.
We love Kyrie.
Right.
Yeah, Anthony Davis, if he's healthy, yes.
I-
Clay Thompson, like,
Right.
you guys potentially have a great
No,
team
to his first.
and other players. So it's
Right.
like, we want to boycott you and
Let's
Nico
be
Harrison,
real. The
but
first answer of should you be fired and I shouldn't be blamed for the injuries, 1000% valid. Like, if that team with those players
Yeah.
is healthy,
yeah,
fire.
I would have loved to see what,
I mean, there actually would be good.
yes.
Not saying that it was worth trading Luka, but it
No.
was still a good team.
Yeah, exactly.
But like, you're going too far saying dumb fucking shit.
Exactly.
Which
And
that
I'm
is
pretty
just-
sure Charles Barkley even was like, Nico, I'm
No,
friends
he
with the
is.
guy. I love him.
He's like, shut
But
up.
stop talking.
Shut up.
Which is so true. It's just shut up.
No.
Shut
Guys
up.
don't ever know when to shut up.
Facts. That part.
It's like Jax Taylor from Vanderpump. Just
just yapping.
now he's on the Valley, but he just did a TikTok, or he was trying to do a TikTok live, and the girl who like literally is his like PR or his publicist or whatever got on the live and commented. And she said, "Get off."
That's hilarious.
Every man needs that. Like
that
bro.
is hilarious.
Okay, we have to get into the Seattle Mariners.
Yeah. Your 2025 World Series champs.
The hottest team in baseball.
Facts.
Which actually is true. I'm not even making that up.
No, we're not.
We're
like,
8-2.
Serious.
They are the hottest team in the last 10 games.
Yes.
Put some respect on our names.
We just basically wrapped up 3 series that we'll kind of just go over for a hot minute. Rowdy's Redemption Series is what I want to call it in Toronto.
Okay.
The Blue Jays.
Hate them.
Rowdy Tellez, our first baseman. Actually, that was his former team. Homered in every single one of their games they played.
Yeah, I love that
so
big guy.
that is a motherfucking redemption series, if
Love
you
that
ask
big
me.
guy.
A grand slam even on Saturday. So go big boy, go big boy, go. Love it. Also, Cal Raleigh absolutely owns Canada.
The big dumper dumped all
Took
over.
a shit all over Canada.
baby.
Toronto specifically.
Just put his ass cheeks all over Canada.
Cal Raleigh actually has 10 home runs in 21 career games against the Blue Jays. 7 in 11 games in Toronto.
Right.
So, like, he loves to hit a home run there.
You know, I love Canada too, so I respect it. He's currently also tied with the A's first baseman, Tyler Soderstrom. No one cares about him, though. But Cal's tied with him, leading the league with 9 home runs.
Oh, I believe Aaron Judge has 7.
What?
So just put that in perspective.
What if Aaron Judge had a bigger ass? He might have 9.
He might, but he's a robot and he's already been built. So there's no modifying.
There's no modification.
Can't go back to the lab. They've already done their work on you.
Dear EI or AI, dear AI, can you please add more ass cheeks?
I need more buttocks
to Aaron Judge. Thank you.
So yeah, that's lit. Yeah, we're on fire.
Best
Demo.
Okay. Let's talk about Dylan Moore for a second. Just won American League Player of the Week.
We all owe him an apology.
No, I've never
Signed, sealed, delivered.
I haven't really talked too much shit about him. I don't think I ever have.
I actually never have either. The fan base
because
owes an
what
apology,
I
though.
do and have always thought when I look at Dylan Moore, I was gonna make a joke there because that sounded really like sexual, but I don't mean it like that at all. Because whoa, Haley, chill this episode. No, but like Dylan Moore looks like a baseball player.
Oh, 100%.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
He actually has that athleticism.
Yes.
Where a lot of times the Mariners don't necessarily have that look, like that ball player. Like Dylan Moore isn't like an authentic ball player looking like.
So like Daniel Vogelbach. Hey, you know what? We've seen enough. Rowdy Tellez.
No,
Daniel
but
Vogelbach,
you know what
welcome
I mean.
back.
Like I love to see. Like he reminds me of like Dansby Swanson.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
They just look like baseball players.
They look like a legit baseball player.
Yes, and like he's playing like it. He looks athletic. He's making contact. Like he's just hitting for contact. I'm sorry, but there's still a lot of Mariners that are swinging out their ass trying to hit home runs.
Julio.
Yeah. It's insane. He's gonna literally tear his
absolutely
back out, swinging at these balls in the dirt, trying to hit it literally into Canada from America. Like I don't understand. What
I
he's
don't
doing.
Either.
But Demo
doing too much.
is like athletic, trying to hit to contact, which is resulting in extra base hits or home runs because that's just how that works when you're not trying too hard.
He's out there stealing bases too, isn't
stealing
he?
bases. Like, that's what I mean. Like,
thank you.
He can also play shortstop. He can play second. He can loving that.
No, I'm ecstatic about Demo.
Player of the week. Like, are you joking?
Yeah, who had that on their bingo card? Not I. Also a moment for the pitching staff. They have posted a 1.71 ERA in the 9th inning and later this season.
Yes. Yes. You hate to see our pitching staff in the 9th
Are you
inning.
kidding? Munoz, straight gasolina. Los
Mm-hmm.
bomberos. Firefighters. Translate for you. Watch it not even mean that. I also did a little stat searching.
Okay.
Because, you know, I'm looking to learn, looking to teach.
Dude, the cognitive development is insane.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Over the last 3 series, so against the Astros, the Cincinnati Reds, Toronto Blue Jays, we've had 54 runs.
Mm-hmm.
The first 3 series.
That is more than we scored in the whole 2024 season.
So, yeah, to put it in perspective.
No, to put it, like, wildly. She was doing stat checking.
For the first 3 series, we only had 32 runs.
Okay.
Now, with this being said, we also had 87 strikeouts over the last 3 series. We are still top 10 in strikeouts and stranding players on base. But we're making more contact. We're getting on base more.
I appreciate it.
Cal Raleigh is obviously a home run magnet.
Okay, torpedo bats.
Yes. Randy Arozarena is our clutch moment. Julio, I'm not really entirely sure where he's at in this.
No, he's not here.
Hopefully he's just cooking. He's just starting to cook. I don't know.
I know, but he needs to dumb it down.
Okay, but hear me out.
Dumb it down, Julio. Base hits. Because it's wild that the Mariners are winning games in, like, the last couple innings.
No, I
that's,
know.
like, clutch play.
And we're also,
not
like,
known as clutch.
Clutch. And we're also, like, putting up, like, 8 runs and shit.
Because that
which
means
I'm
we're
like,
hitting to contact, y'all.
So, all in all, Julio Rodriguez is the face of the Mariners.
Yeah.
Cal Raleigh is the butt of the Mariners.
Duh.
And in the best way possible.
And who wants a nice face?
Who wants a fucking sandwich? Eh.
You know what? Like, that is the joke. We didn't make that joke. That's the joke.
It's the joke.
That's the joke.
It's the
His
joke.
poor mother was in Cincinnati, and she did get interviewed during the game, Cal Raleigh's mom, and she said, you know, I don't love that he's known as the big dumper.
Like, everyone in this country is just talking about his
and
ass.
I could, like, understand that.
No,
like,
yeah, I guess I get a little bit.
Crazy. Like, if that was about a woman, this country would...
No.
Well, actually, it would probably be allowed in this country.
Well, nowadays, yeah, it'd be fine. But, like, a couple years ago,
Dude,
no.
I'm just thinking, being a catcher in college, if someone called me the big dumper.
Damn, I missed opportunity.
Dude, but, like, kind of, like...
Not me wishing I was a catcher again. Again, as in, like, I've wished this before. I've never been a catcher.
No, I know.
As if anyone thought that.
It's, like, on your, like, continued wish list.
Yeah. I would have a fat ass. One last thing, because we like drama.
We love the drama.
Jared Kelenic.
Okay, great segue. You want to know why?
Yeah.
Jared Kelenic, ex-Seattle Mariner, currently plays for the Atlanta Braves, who
See where you're going.
is
known.
Well, Jared Kelenic gets credit for naming Cal Raleigh the big dumper.
Yep.
Because when Cal Raleigh got called up to the big leagues from AAA.
Yeah.
He had been playing with Jared Kelenic in AAA in Tacoma, and once the Mariners like tweeted the announcement, Jared Kelenic retweeted it and like quote tweeted it and said "big dumper."
Yeah.
And because they just called him that in the locker room, but no one knew about that, and then it just went freaking viral.
Yeah.
So
and there it went.
And
it was so funny last year. Honestly, was it last year when it started going everywhere? Or was it 2 years ago?
Maybe.
I think it might have been 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago, but I think it's
and
like,
it was like I just remember like
it was still like question marky.
Yeah, I just remember hearing it on like PTI and like
oh no, they're not allowed
Sports
to call
Center,
him
and I'm like, there's no way that we're all just collectively talking about Cal Raleigh's ass.
No, I know.
This is insane.
It is huge though.
And even on like the official lineups for the games, like Skipper was literally putting in Big Dumper and like everyone's nicknames. So I'm like,
yeah, fire.
This is insane.
Fire.
Oh, I love it.
So we love Jared Kelenic for that. And I love Jared Kelenic for starting drama in Atlanta.
Yeah, he just... I'm going to be completely honest. I've never been a huge Jared Kelenic
Oh, no.
fan.
I met him at FanFest when he got drafted.
Oh, cute.
No.
Okay, yeah.
So there was other players I liked more.
Yeah,
And
well,
he
he
was
also,
not one of them.
remember last year when he kicked the cooler?
This is a
then...
Kyle Lewis stan account.
Oh, absolutely. Love you, Kyle.
Love you, Kyle. And, like, everyone was like, no, but, like, we're getting Jared Kelenic. And I was like, fuck this guy.
Yeah, and then he goes and kicks a cooler last year, and he's out for, 10, 15, 20 days? Because you're having a pout fest over there.
The craziest temper tantrum.
A legit temper tantrum. Anyways, so the Braves had a game, I don't know, the other day. I forget who they were playing. Don't care.
Yep.
And he had thought he hit a home run.
Yeah.
So he was just kind of dicking around in the batter's box and just, jogging.
Yeah.
Doesn't hustle to second base, gets thrown out.
Yeah. Because it wasn't, in fact, a home run. It hit the wall and then it bounced.
Yep. Yeah. And so, LOL, he gets thrown out. And Ronald Acuna, who is still nursing an injury, still has a couple weeks left until he returns, tweeted, which has now been deleted, but he had tweeted and said, quote, "If it were me, they would take me out of the game."
Mm-hmm.
Which, to be fair, Acuna did that multiple times. He's done that multiple times.
Yeah.
And there was a game in 2019 that their manager quite literally took him out of the game because they were like,
well,
brother.
To be fair, anyone should be benched for doing that.
Yeah,
Sorry.
exactly.
But,
doesn't matter who you are, how star of a player you are, if you're just
joking, my coach would have made me run 4 miles. Yeah,
could you imagine?
No, that's so embarrassing.
To think that you got a home run and then just dick around. Blah, 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 and first of all, I'm embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed.
No, it's embarrassing, and it's embarrassing for your team.
Yeah. Then Snitker, their manager, kind of seemed like he was protecting Kelenic, I guess, by replying to a reporter when asked if he had said anything to Kelenic about the lack of hustle to second base. And he said, "Did I say anything to him? Just way to swing the bat. Was I supposed to?"
Yeah, which I also think he's probably just keeping that in-house.
He also claims that he didn't see it, which I'm like, as a manager...
Let me show you a replay.
No, yeah, as a manager, I think you're watching everything going on, but that's just me.
I also think that there's a few things, even going back to the Doc Rivers comment about Kyle Kuzma of, kind of defending him. I think that that's not actually how he felt about the situation because he limited Kyle Kuzma's minutes in that game. Yeah. And then similar to, the Jared Kelenic thing, I do kind of respect that, the managers are probably,
totally.
He's saying that shit to the media,
well,
but then
what
he's
are you going to say to the media and be like,
"Oh, yeah, no,
I whooped him!
Yeah.
I whooped his ass with the bat!"
I'm kind of like, that's a dumb... I get the media has to ask them shit, but,
No, yeah, they're, kings and queens of dumb questions.
That's the degree.
I could not do pressers. Could you imagine?
No.
Kelenic went to the office Sunday to apologize, so I guess all is...
God, he has so many apologies to her.
No,
I kicked the cooler and I hurt my foot.
Is he a cancer to locker rooms?
Dude, I don't like him. Haven't liked him since FanFest, so justice.
Yeah, I've never liked him either, so...
Okay, bye. And we, did a lot to even get him because he was, a super high draft pick.
Our fan base was, low-key obsessed with him, and I was just not understanding.
Token white guy drafted high.
Oh,
we love those.
so right.
Yeah, we love those. We love the little white pretty boys.
Who? Who's we?
Not I, but America. Okay. Keep up with NBA playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
It's, hard for us as these games are just,
quick.
Keep checking our socials for updates on the playoff schedules, the playoff results. If you're listening to this on Thursday, see you at Dinos tonight. If you didn't, see you next event.
Yeah.
We will be hosting some more things throughout the Mariner season at bars closer down to T-Mobile Park. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Follow
We're going to get
you
you booked and busy this summer.
No, I'm booking you all summer. We also are hosting a golf tournament.
Hopefully, yeah.
So you better get your clubs ready.
Yeah.
Your cart girls are coming out of retirement.
Oh, yeah. If anyone's asked if I've been on a golf course, trust me. I know how to drive the golf cart like nobody's business.
No.
Swing a club, that ain't none of your business.
Making a Jack and Coke, insane.
Oh, pro.
The best.
What? Slight work. But like I said, swinging a club, none of your business.
No.
None of your business.
Follow the pod on Instagram, YouTube,
TikTok,
Spotify,
because TikTok is more fun.
TikTok. Your father.
Oh, let's bring that back.
Yeah.
Your father.
We love you guys.
XOXO.
Shakers.
Shakers.